Larry Krasner announcing those charges today.
He also says the teen suspect is connected to several other shootings.
In a light rain near a basketball court in Olney, DA Larry Krasner reports he's charged. A 16-year-old with the killing of two and the wounding of others is part of a shooting group known as Fast Break. In a light rain near a basketball court in Olney, DA Larry Krasner reports he's charged. A 16-year-old with the killing of two and the wounding of others is part of a shooting group known as Fast Break.
A 16-year-old has been charged with murder in the high-profile killing of a West Philadelphia gang leader and rapper, one of 2 killings and 3 shootings police say he committed across North Philadelphia last month. Aiden Waters, who officials said is affiliated with a street group based out of the Olney section of the city, is accused of killing 2 people and attempting to seriously injure or kill 8 others within just 5 days in August, according to court records. Among those police say he killed is Abdul Vix, a 25-year-old rapper and the head of a West Philadelphia-based gang known as the Young Bag Chasers, or YBC. Vix, better known as YBC Dul, was killed in a drive-by shooting in Olney on August 23rd. Police said that Vix had just picked up a friend and was driving down the 5,500 block of North Fairhill Street around 3:30 p.m. As he slowed at a stoplight, a white car, which police say had been following Vix for a few minutes, drove up alongside him, and 2 passengers fired multiple rounds into the vehicle before speeding off. Vix was struck multiple times in the chest and hand. His friend, in a panic, drove back to his house on North 6th Street, and then, with the help of his uncle, rushed Vix to Einstein Medical Center. He died just before 4 p.m. How did they link Waters to Vix killing? Surveillance footage, fingerprints, ballistic evidence, and jail calls proved crucial in identifying suspects. According to the affidavit of probable cause for Waters' arrest, the night Vix was killed, police said they recovered the shooter's getaway car on the 6,900 block of North 15th Street. The car, which had been stolen in Cheltenham a week earlier, had been burned, but detectives recovered ballistic evidence inside, as well as a series of fingerprints along the doors, the affidavit says. Detectives also recovered video footage of the getaway car and tracked it to a rear alleyway of a house on the 1700 block of 68th Street, where Waters lives, according to the affidavit. Video shows a young man, police believe to be Waters, get out of the car and attempt to cover his face before going inside the home. Investigators are still working to identify the 2 other people they believe were involved in Vic's killing. Waters' alleged crime spree. Waters' crime spree began about a week earlier, according to the affidavit, when he paid a friend $100 to steal a car for him in Cheltenham. That car, the white Kia Sportage, was later used as the getaway car in a gunpoint robbery outside Live Casino on August 17, and then, days later, in the killing of Vix, the records say. According to the documents, the 2 other shootings Waters has been charged with unfolded in this way. Around 9:50 p.m. on August 18, he opened fire on 2 people on the 500 block of Centner Street in Lawncrest. A 43-year-old man was struck in the abdomen, and a 14-year-old was shot in the leg. Both survived. Then, just hours later, around 2:30 a.m. on August 19, police say Waters, with at least 1 other person, fired more than 24 rounds into a car full of teens on the 200 block of East Duncannon Street. 2 16-year-olds were shot, including Marquise Saunders, who was struck in the head and killed. Around 4 a.m., police recovered the shooter's getaway car, a gray Hyundai Sonata, on the 6,500 block of North 10th Street. Investigators were able to determine that a cell phone had connected to the car and downloaded the data associated with the phone, said Assistant District Attorney Sidney Pope, who is prosecuting the case. In that way, Pope said, they discovered a series of video calls between Waters and friends who were in jail. During the calls on August 20, Waters discussed the series of crimes using code words like scrimmage to describe the shooting and slam dunk to reference a homicide as if it were a basketball game, according to the affidavit. There were 2 different scrimmages in one day, Waters told his friend, according to the affidavit. One slam dunk and one went in and out. For those crimes, Waters has been charged with murder, arson, causing catastrophe, conspiracy, and gun crimes. He also faces 8 counts of attempted murder for the 3 people who were shot and survived, and the 4 other teens who were in the car during the Duncannon Street shooting but were not shot. Police searched Waters' home on August 31 and recovered 2 guns, according to the affidavit. On Waters' bed, police found a 10mm handgun with a red switch, an attachment that turns a gun into an automatic weapon, as well as a laser pointer, extended magazine, and various other accessories according to the records. In Waters' basement, police recovered a 9mm Glock that had been reported stolen, Pope said. A ballistics test of that gun, Pope said, matched the cartridge casings found at the scene of Vicks's killing and the 2 other shootings. Assistant District Attorney William Fritz urged parents to search their kids' belongings for weapons. What's happening is abnormal, he said. Get those guns out of the house. Waters remains in custody, held without bail, after being arraigned early Friday morning. Why did Waters kill Vicks? Waters is affiliated with a gang known as Fast Break, Pope said, which is a lesser-known group of teens based in the Olney section of the city. Members are connected to and considered the little brothers of a more well-known crew, M24, affiliated with the area of Masher to 4th Streets in Olney. We're putting a full court press on Fast Break, District Attorney Larry Krasner said Friday. The charges come just 2 weeks after Vicks was killed, a death that shocked many, from young people who listened to his music to law enforcement who had been monitoring his whereabouts. As a founding member of YBC, a gang based out of the Mantua section of West Philadelphia, Vicks was a main figure in Philadelphia's drill rap scene. His songs, many of which have racked up more than 1 million views on YouTube, were known for their vulgar references to shootings and crime, and his lyrics frequently mocked the people police say YBC members have killed. Because of this, he also went by the nickname Mr. Disrespectful. He had made enemies of basically everybody in the city, said Pope, the prosecutor. Our suspect pool was fairly large. She said there was little to share about why Fast Break or Waters wanted Vicks dead, or what rivalry, if any, they had with YBC. It comes back to the driver of many of the shootings between young people in the city. She said they were looking for notoriety.
Omegadrip exclusives.
I knew he can't whoop me up.